All right, pick you out another good one, baby.
Okay, this is a good question. Why do you dress them the same? They are individuals. Well, they are individuals, but at this point in their life, while I've got the opportunity to dress them the way I want to dress them because they don't care. They don't care what they have on. So I, just like with Wells and Bridge, when they were little, I dressed them a lot because I knew there was going to come a point where they were going to be able to say to me, I don't want to dress like my twin brother. And when that point came, because they finally did tell me that they don't want to dress alike, then I said, okay.
Do you remember that, buddy?
Yeah, I remember that.
And do I make y'all dress alike now? No. On Easter I do.
Yeah, on Easter.
And y'all let me. That's how it is with the sextuplets. Like, I birthed sextuplets. Like, that's the one thing I'm going to take advantage of is I'm going to dress the girls alike, I'm going to dress the boys alike, and I'm going to try my best to coordinate the girls and the boys. And they don't care. But one day they're going to say to me...
They put them in... She puts them in, like, these little...
Bubbles?
Yeah, bubbles. It's just, like, weird shorts and...
And that's another thing. I try to dress them, and that's a question too that I remember seeing earlier. I've had two different questions. People or comments, people telling me that they like the way that I dress them young to still look like babies, and then some people have asked me why I do dress them so young, and kind of sometimes I guess more on the baby side as far as the boys, like in their John Johns. And that's another thing. That's
coming to an end.
That's coming to an end soon, but
we battle that some now.
Yes, but let me explain that too. Okay, do you see what he has on?
Oh yeah. Do you see what I have?
Do you see athletic shorts and shirt? Okay.
This is my bedtime.
This is bedtime all the time.
No, that's what you wear all the time.
All the time. Like, we're gonna wake up, put it on. We're also gonna sleep in it. Like our three big boys, this is what they live in. Like, they don't wear anything else. So that is coming that comes for every child as they get older. Then they, or especially boys, they end up in this, and then on Sundays you battle them to put on what my kids called church clothes, and that
just church clothes. You put us in stuff like this.
A button-up shirt. They call church clothes, and they just almost battle me about it. So, anyways, they've got the rest of their lives to wear this right here, and then wear this, and that's it.
He wears this like every single day. I don't know how he does it.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Because I look good.
And this is all you've got for boys. So I want to dress the baby boys. I want to take advantage of like these cute rompers and bubbles. I'm over the bubbles. They're a little bit old for that. But John Johns.
You had them on a bubble the other day.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, stop telling these lies.
I'm not telling any lies. I post all the pictures on Instagram so people know what I dress them in. I don't secretly dress them in these cute outfits and not take pictures.
Yeah, she lets the whole world know.
But I love those kind of clothes, and I think any mama out there totally gets me. They got the rest of their life to dress like this. So while I can, I'm going to take advantage of these cute clothes, and also while I can, I'm going to dress them alike, because one day they're going to say, quit dressing me alike, and I'm going to say, okay. But the girls, they like it. I think I'll get to dress them alike far longer than I'll get to dress the boys alike. And they're going to let me dress them all cutesy a lot longer too, because...
Yeah, with those bubble shorts.
Get off me with the bubbles, okay?
Bubbles!
Get off, Mama. She does a lot. She deserves to put on
I deserve
bubbles.
to get to dress them cute. They're still babies. They're only 3.
Yeah, they're still
Stop calling them bubbles.
peeing and pooping
It's
in their
bubbles.
They're
pants.
still peeing and pooping in their pants. They're still
And they're
babies.
3 years old,
Until
and
they-
they're still peeing and pooping in their pants.
Until they
They're
stop peeing.
3 years old.
Until they stop
I
peeing.
stopped peeing and pooping in my pants when I was like 1.5.
No, 2.5.
Pin a rose on
okay.
your nose.
You want to help me potty train?
No.
All right, next question.
This is a good question. How come all the 3 girls' names start with an R, but the boys all start with a different letter? That's such a good question because,
You don't have an answer.
I don't have an answer to that. Like, I don't know. I really don't.
You don't know why.
Yeah, tell us why.
Why are you
baby.
still in this interview with us?
Yeah.
Because I am good at them. And
You keep questioning me.
Boy.
I love y'all. Let you stay. Where are your brothers? Do they not want to be in it? Wales!
yeah, Wales.
Saylor!
Saylor.
The 3 boys are
He's
here,
on
but
the
the
Xbox.
sextuplets aren't. Okay, so no, I don't really have an answer. I loved the name Rawlings. I thought of that name when I was outside in the yard playing ball with the boys. You know, that's the brand of the baseball, Rawlings.
Oh.
And I was like,
That's the brand of your glove you have now, is Rawlings.
So I thought if we ever have a girl, that'd be a good name. And come here.
You
Hey,
can
buddy.
leave now. I've been in here in these interviews quacking jokes.
Quacking. Did you say quacking jokes?
Quacking jokes.
I just wanted you just to be a part of the interview for just
Say
a
hello.
second.
And
Just
now-
so you can say hey.
Say hey, Saylor.
People miss you.
They don't miss him. I swear they don't.
I swear they do.
Do you think they miss you?
They all miss me.
Oh, goodness.
Wait, go get Wells.
Well, I get Wales.
Where's all this added confidence coming from, son?
Myself.
Okay. So, Rivers is a name that I just loved. I had written that in my Bible years ago, but I actually had the name River written. And then when we got pregnant, I thought, you know what, that'd make a pretty girl's name. One of my friends was like, why don't you add an S to it? Make it Rivers. Rayne, I had Rayne written down in my Bible years ago. Come here, Wells. Look, say hey to the camera. Everyone misses you.
Hey, camera.
Say hey.
Say hello.
Hey.
Say hello to all the nice people out there who love y'all.
Hello. Hey, nice people.
Okay, here's a good question. What do y'all think about
I'm
this one?
standing on these legs.
Or do y'all want more kids? Do we want more kids?
No. That's a no.
It's a negative.
Of course we are.
What?
I'm just kidding.
It's medically impossible. Well, not impossible, but very unlikely.
I still have some really cute names that I want to use. I'm going
What?
to get a dog.
What?
You already got a dog.
I'm going to get another dog so we can use my cute names that I still have.
Hey, let's just make it 10.
I know. It's almost like it's not. We've got to make it 10. No,
Let's name him Charlie.
just kidding.
Charlie Brown. Let's name
Charlie.
him.
We will not be having any more. God has blessed us with 9, and I think we are finished. Okay, you
No,
can
he
hop down.
wants to leave.
Okay, look, how about y'all all so we can get this done? It's hard to
Thank you,
get this
son.
done.
You did great.
Okay, so with the names, I did not plan on the girls all being our names. It was just, I love those names. And then the boys, of course, they have all different letters to their first name. Blue, Tag, and Layke. And those are names that I had written down in my Bible. I take that back. Tag was not. Rivers was, Rayne was, Layke, and Blue. Rawlings I got off the baseball. And then Tag was given to me from a friend. So for the most part,
And a lot of people ask me is why are a lot of your kids' names related to water?
yeah, that's a big question on here.
So all our kids' names kind of relate to water except for Rawlings and Tag. So the 7 out of the 9 have some kind of symbolism to water, and that's just by chance, I believe.
It really is. Is that not weird?
That is weird.
I mean,
A
like,
lot of people say, well, was your family in the Navy or something like that? So
Yeah.
no.
no, like it
I
just,
just think water names are,
evidently I just like water names.
Or-
In all honesty, someone actually pointed out to me after Wells and Bridge were born, they were like, oh, your 3 boys have water names. And I didn't even really ever even think about it. Is that not crazy? So I get a lot, and more so back at the beginning when we first had them and the names were being spread everywhere. So many people were like, why would you name them that? Why would you name them that? Why would you name them that? I love, in fact, the more people said it, the more
once you realize you got it right.
the more I realized I had got it right, because I want people to think that they're different and unique, and I don't care if people like them or not, although I get a ton of sweet comments from precious people telling me how much they love our kids' names. I also got a lot of comments telling us how much they didn't like our kids' names, but the thing about it is like, you know, you birth your own child,
Yeah,
and
they're our kids. We'll name them what
yeah, and I feel like you can name them whatever you want to name them, and as long as the parents love their names, that's all that matters. And I love unique names. I was a teacher for 15 years, and if I wanted a name that I had never heard, for the most part, I want or had heard very, 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 very little. I did not want a name that was common, that was just me. Like, I wanted a name that was so unique that when I say it to somebody, they're like, that's different. Perfect. That's what I want. That's what I wanted. So if you think they're odd and weird and whatever, yay, that's
That's what we're going
that's
for.
what I was going for. I really like different different names. And now some of these aren't as different because I feel like people have, people message me all the time and say, hey, I just named my daughter Rivers or Rawlings or Rayne, or I just named my son Saylor, Layke, so anyways, they're spreading, but that's okay. I'm proud that someone else liked them that much to name their own kid that. Okay, we will say, okay, so in this right here, as I'm looking through all these questions, there is a gazillion. Are you guys coming back for another season? Will there be another season? Are you guys going to continue filming? So we're about to answer that. Like, just hold tight and we're going to answer that. Okay, this is a good one. This is about potty training. Speaking of, because we were talking about potty training a little bit ago, and we had our worst little critic right here, Bridge, asking me why the babies aren't potty trained yet. So let me talk about that really quick. It's hard to explain.
It's a huge topic of conversation in our house.
We talk about it all the time, how they need to be potty trained, but when you have 6 kids that you got to potty train, nobody can offer any advice. No one has the answers.
Very few people can.
And well, if you've had sextuplets, you can. But people sometimes like to try to. And I love advice. I'm not opposed to it. But like that's something you just can't give me advice on because some people sometimes want to tell me how they potty train their one, and I'm like, this is not one. And the thing about it is, you have to remember is that I've potty trained 3, and 2 of those were twins. So like we know how to potty train kids. I mean, it's definitely especially boys. So we're not we've definitely done this. It's not our first rodeo with this, but it is our first rodeo with sextuplets. Like it is, and so many people say, well, why don't you just potty train like the girls, and then why don't you potty train the boys, or why don't you potty train one at a time, or oh my goodness, there's so many different things you can say. Why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do this? But until you're living in it, like, it is so hard. Like, honestly, they're not potty trained yet because I've not wanted to potty train them yet. Like, it's just what it boils down to. We potty trained Saylor a little over 1.5. Like, he wasn't even 2 yet. Crazy young. I think about that and think, oh my gosh, like the sextuplets are almost 3.5. He wasn't even 2. Wells and Bridge were 2.5, and we potty trained them so easy. But again, it was 1, and then it was just 2, and I thought twins was going to be difficult, but no, potty training 6. It's not. Eric said it best the other day. What's so hard about potty training 6 is that we have. Just living our life and surviving our life is so hard. It's not just about potty training. It's just everything else that goes along with taking care of 6 3-year-olds. And it's squeezing potty training in to all those other things that you got to do to take care of 6 3-year-olds.
Well, and we got 3 older kids that
right.
have so much to do with sports, schoolwork, and everything else. I mean,
we're on the go so much.
We do really well just to bathe our 6 kids.
That is so the truth. Like, I mean, they don't get bathed every day or every other day.
Don't. I mean, and it's like, we survive every day, and we do the best we can to survive every day. And the thought of having to potty train the 6 kids makes me just want to lay down and give up. I just I can't process it.
And that's why they're almost 3.5.
We're hoping
not done it
that
yet.
they're just going to just do it on their own, but that's not going to happen.
So in the show, we attempted it. If you watch that episode where we attempted to potty train, and I think that was just wishful thinking that we could have started that young, but we thought we'd just give it a try, and it was totally like, no, they were way too young. And the biggest thing, I wasn't ready. And Eric and I have got to we've got to be ready before we can do this.
Yeah, and I don't think, another one of the questions is about our bedroom, and it's still under construction. It's coming along pretty well. I honestly don't think that we can wrap our minds around it and honestly have the facilities, because we don't have enough bathrooms right now to do it. And that's going to give us 2 more bathrooms. Mm-hmm. And I think once we get that completed, I think maybe that might be a time we might go for it.
We keep saying when this.
Yeah. First said when it warms up in the spring and the weather weather's
take them outside and let them pee outside.
Pretty. we haven't done that yet. So I don't know.
How I potty trained Wells and Bridge was I took like a few days over the summer when I was out on summer break from teaching, and we ran around outside with no diapers, no underwear, and when you live, we don't have any neighbors, so we can do that. I just stripped them, and they ran outside, and they played, and that just seemed to, they enjoyed peeing on the bushes, peeing off the porch, peeing in the grass, that's what we did. I mean, that may sound crazy, but that is what we did.
Marking the trees.
And they potty trained so fast. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know that it'll work so well with the girls.
It's not going to work with the girls.
we're new.
Of course, Rivers is almost potty trained.
She really is.
I mean, if it was just her, she'd been potty trained a year ago.
Oh.
Easily.
If it was just one kid, we would have had them potty trained before they were 2.
Yeah, so she does pee in the potty a good bit.
And that's another question.
Rayne pees in the potty as well.
Like, why don't you just go ahead and potty train one? Do you know how hard it would be to like have some potty trained and some in diapers? Mm-hmm. That's even harder to me when you're on the go like I am, going to ball games and going everywhere we go. Like that is like that.
No, it's gonna have to be
all or nothing.
It's gonna have to be like a line, like a assembly line process. Whenever we start potty training, it can't just be like we're changing diapers and taking kids to the potty.
Right. No.
It's going to be all or nothing.
No. And I've already got it in my head. Like, I'm going to have a potty in the van. When we pull up at a ball game, like, you have to pee. And we'll get out the potty.
Yeah, because we're not going to public bathrooms.
In the parking lot. And everyone's going to just pee right there. And then, then in like 30, 45 minutes, we're going to have another potty break. I've got it in my head. We've just got to do it.
You just can't build up enough courage or energy to do it.
Yeah, we're just putting it off. I just keep thinking maybe we can just send them to kindergarten and their kindergarten teacher will potty train them.
No, I don't think.
All my kindergarten teacher friends. We all just potty train our kids.
Preschool.
Don't
they have to be?
To all my preschool teacher friends, we all just potty train them. They do. They're supposed to be potty. Yeah, it's a requirement. Maybe they'll make an exception. Okay, and another big question, he was talking about remodeling. Okay, so everyone wants to know when we're going to be finished. That is such a good question because you would absolutely think we were building like the Taj Mahal because it's like the never-ending remodel. Or construction. All we're building is a bedroom and a bathroom. We just want a bedroom and a guest bath
and a storm shelter.
It's
actually a decent amount, but
it's taking forever. Blue, are you going to help build Mommy and Daddy a bedroom? Huh? Yes. Hey, what is Daddy building?
I don't know.
You don't know? He's building our bedroom. Mine and Daddy's bedroom. So now I'm going to get to sleep with Daddy instead of sleeping with you guys. Listen, are you going to let me sleep with Daddy?
Yeah.
With COVID and a lot of other
stuff like
obstacles.
Everyone being busy and not being able to find workers and
yeah, it's been tough, but we're getting there. We actually hung sheetrock this week, and we've got everything in the dry, roofs on, metals on the roof, windows, doors are starting to get in. So I mean, it's coming along, but we still have a little ways to go.
Yes. One day we will have a bedroom and we will not have to play musical beds. I sleep we sleep on a mattress on the floor, toddler beds, bunk beds. It's crazy. If you only knew how we slept, no one would ever question why we haven't potty trained if you only knew our sleeping arrangement.
Time flies, but where does it go? By your side, I don't need to know. If you're mine, don't care what tomorrow holds.
There you go. Group hug.
Just live in the moment with me. 'Cause honey, you and I got all that we need. From the first kiss, your lips had a hold on me.
Okay, go.
Can't stop the clock from circling. I know this love will never end. We'll get back all the time we spend. Make my heart feel like paper kites dancing on the wind. Ice cream on Sunday morning. Stay up all night and sleeping in. shape of all the memories that we've made. Well, all the good times keep on coming. The good times keep on coming. We can't stop the clock from circling, and I know this love will never end. We'll get back all the time we spent.
There you go. That was a good picture. I see you back there, Rivers. I see you, Rivers. I see Rayne. Rayne, are you not gonna smile, girl? Hey, Tag, give Pops a kiss, boy. Poppy got some sugars from you. Poppy got some sugars from you. Get some sugars from Rayne. And from Rivers. All right. Hey, Ryan, give that to you. Okay. I got sugar from you, big boy.
Hey, Rara. Hi, Rara. Hey, darling.
We can't stop the clock from circling.
That's your hat.
I know this love will never end. We'll get back all the time we spend.
Go get some more blueberries.
Rivers, what are you eating? Are you eating blueberries?
Y'all, they eat all day long. Here's another one. Bob wants a little bit. Here's another one. You got the orange.
What do you got, Rara? Oh, you got blueberries and cereal?
You want it back on? You like your hat?
You don't know about it, does it? Come on, come here. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Ready, everyone? 1, 2, 3. Woo! All right, Rawlings. Here we go. We're off. You ready? All right. Here we go. Here, now you shaking your head now, Rayne? You don't want me to jump? All right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Yay!
Go do it.
Come here, Ted.
Go do it, Ted.
Come here. Come on. You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! What is
Young again, young again, young again.